As we begin our time together, let us pray. We give thanks for this day and for the purpose of our gathering, namely to honor education and the achievements of the graduates who sit before us. Today, let us encourage these graduates in all that they've accomplished. May they use their new knowledge, their skills, to further themselves in life and to improve the lives of all around them. Amen. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, President Kinlaw, faculty and staff of Rockingham Community College, I'd like to welcome you to the 2015 High School Equivalency and Adult High School Graduation Ceremony. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize some of our special guests with us today. Please stand to be recognized as I mention you, members of our Board of Trustees, Rockingham County school officials, and the chairman of the Rockingham County Commissioners, and any other elected officials that may be with us today. I also ask that the faculty and staff of this program please stand for me for just a moment. I'd like to personally recognize you and thank you for what you've done, for supporting these students so that they can stand before us today to be honored for their achievement. Thank you. This is such a special day as we celebrate you, graduates. We commend you for taking that first step. Sometimes it's hard to get out of the car in that parking lot. Thank you for making the commitment to complete this part of what we hope is just the beginning for you. We thank you for allowing us to be part of your educational journey. Today, we celebrate your hard work and dedication and your commitment to your academic success. We also know that without your support from family and friends, this may not have been possible for you. So family and friends, we thank you for supporting the students as they've had to sacrifice time with you so that they can complete that next assignment or that study for that next exam. I think you did a little bit of that, didn't you? Yeah. Today represents all that you have overcome, creating a future of new opportunities and possibilities for you. Today starts a new chapter in your lives. Tennis pro Billie Jean King once said, when people tell you not to believe in your dreams and they say to you, why do you do that? You say to them, why not? Hold on to those hopes and dreams. Dreams do come true. You're evidence of that today. We know you will go on to do great things beyond RCC, but we hope that you'll come back to join us and allow us to continue to be part of your educational journey. Again, on behalf of all of us here at RCC, congratulations. Best wishes and welcome to the 2015 graduation. Thank you all for being here. And at this time, I'll ask Ms. Cox to present her first scholarship recipient. Thank you.
This year, we have two outstanding winners of the scholarship funded by the RCC Foundation. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our first winner, Daniel Williamson. Daniel attended the adult high school program, which meets on campus here at RCC. Daniel is a resident of Mayodan, where he resides with his girlfriend and his son. He is a committed father who is working to build a better future for his family. Daniel is also a veteran of the United States Army. When he learned about the adult high school program, he saw it as a chance to finish something that he never thought he would have the opportunity to do. In the adult high school program, Daniel completed 4 courses to earn his diploma. He has earned the highest grade to date in U.S. history and tied for the highest grades in both English 4 and physical science. Daniel had to overcome a number of obstacles to complete his coursework, but he never gave up. As one of his instructors, it was a joy to see him working hard and setting an example for his classmates. He finished the adult high school program in December and immediately enrolled as a full-time curriculum student here at RCC. He has been very successful in his coursework. Daniel plans to complete his Associates of Arts and then transfer to a 4-year university to complete his bachelor's degree. I really can't wait to see where his path will take him. Daniel's going to come forward and share what he wrote for his essay for the scholarship. Daniel?
Thank you, Ms. Cox. Congratulations, first of all. From time to time, I often feel like an alien who was sent to Earth to study human customs and culture. And over time, I lost communication with my home planet and no longer possessed the funds to continue my education. Also, I refused to enter my child into the Gerber's Cutest Baby contest, and the State Farm jingle never seemed to work. And because I've exhausted all my other resources, I'd like to explain to you guys and these gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen up here my experience with the adult high school program and how the adult high school scholarship will help me and my family to reach our future goals. The adult high school program was a joyful experience. It was a joyful experience. Also, I was very happy that I was able to earn credit in the classroom as well as at home on my own computer at my own pace. The overall organization and structure of Apex Learning, the software that we used in the adult high school, was extremely easy to navigate and track my progress in each subject, which also acted as a visual motivation for me. Furthermore, this accomplishment was the key I needed to open up a whole new world of occupational and educational opportunities. Currently, I'm enrolled here at Rockingham Community College as a full-time student. I just finished my first semester, and I plan on earning an Associate's in Arts. Afterwards, I would like to transfer to one of the local universities to further my education in the liberal arts. I see myself working with the public, perhaps in social work or as an educator. I have been completely independent on my own since 2007. I'm now 26. Ever since then, it has been nothing but hardships and struggles. I've been very limited in life because I did not hold a diploma, and I was unable to apply for certain professions and college opportunities to better myself. And then in 2011, my son Paxton, whom I cherish and adore, was born, and my deficit continued to grow. Earning this scholarship means a lot to me and my family. Perhaps we'll be able to get ahead on bills or possibly make needed car repairs to keep my family operating. It also will make a difference for me either having to work full-time or part-time during the semester, which can mean the difference between passing and failing my enrolled courses. From here on in life, I pledge that I'm going to continue to learn as much as possible and meet my goals instead of fear them. Because when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. Success is not for the weak and uncommitted. Take it from me, sometimes it's going to hurt trying to reach your goals, but more importantly, I want to be able to be a successful role model for my son and any other person who feels like they've been cast out because of past decisions they've made in their life. Thank you for this honor of choosing me to receive the Adult High School Scholarship.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to all of our graduates. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Sandra Hopkins to you today as the High School Equivalency Scholarship recipient. Sandra began studying with RCC to earn her high school equivalency diploma in April 2014 after learning that the diploma she had previously earned at a private school was not accredited by the state of North Carolina, something her parents were not aware of either. Sandra was interested in taking classes at RCC and knew that she had to earn the high school equivalency diploma in order to be able to reach her goal. As a wife and mother who worked full-time at Madison Pharmacy, Sandra had to find creative ways to study and take her official test. She did study hard and earned the honors designation when she took her official reading test. This designation is given to a student who earns a score above 170 out of a possible score of 200. Sandra completed her studies in January 2015 and continues to work full-time. She plans to continue her studies at RCC in the fall of this year after settling in with a new addition to her family. Let us welcome Sandra as she reads her essay. The essay topic was, "What would receiving the RCC scholarship mean to me?"
Thank you, Ms. Pam. As I ask myself, what would receiving the RCC scholarship mean to me? Lots of feelings and thoughts arise. Feelings about the past and thoughts about an incredible future. After knowing for several years that the high school diploma I worked hard for was not recognized by the state of North Carolina, I made the decision to get my GED. I was homeschooled through a private Christian school in another part of the state. Unfortunately, my family was not aware that the school was not accredited by the state. The school has since closed down and there is no public record of my ever attending. After attempting to enroll in college classes, I was devastated to find out what had occurred. Angry and embarrassed, I decided that since I had a job, I would not pursue the matter any further. At age 31, I finally enrolled in the GED program at RCC. I wasn't sure how it would all work out. I'm a full-time employee, a wife, and a mom. How could I possibly manage my time and attend classes? Luckily, I was allowed to do my studies online. I worked towards my goal of graduating for 11 months. In January 2015, I received my diploma. Being given the chance to obtain a scholarship is very thrilling. By completing the GED process, I have gained so much pride and sense of self-worth. Getting the scholarship and continuing my education even further would be amazing. Knowing that the first year of college would be paid for would help lift the financial strain and allow me to have more time and energy to focus on school. Continuing my education will give me a chance to show both my sons that it's never too late to learn. No matter how old you are or how long you've been out of school, you can do anything you set your mind to do. You can always dream another dream and set another goal. By being blessed with a free year of college, I would also be able to explore new career paths or improve my current career goals. It would be very rewarding to give my family greater financial stability and contentment. Moving on to another career path or bettering myself in my current position would make me very happy as well. In conclusion, I would like to say thank you so much for this great honor.
It is wonderful to see our graduates here today as you receive recognition for this important accomplishment in your lives. It is with you in mind that I am especially pleased to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Stephen Rumenick. Mr. Rumenick is originally from Cleveland, Ohio, and now resides in Stoneville, North Carolina, where he is an active community member. He completed his GED, or what we now call the high school equivalency, in 1994 here at Rockingham Community College. After his GED, he worked at several local stores in a variety of entry-level positions. In 1998, he enrolled at RCC to take courses in heating and air. Stephen was awarded an RCC scholarship to complete this program. After that, he worked at a family-owned heating and air conditioning company in Greensboro. But 3 years ago, he came to work at RCC, where he served diligently in the position of heating and air technician. He is involved in the town of Stoneville services and hopes to one day run for town council. In his spare time, he enjoys wood turning, fishing, and working with electronics. In June, Stephen will celebrate his 18th anniversary with his lovely wife. We are so pleased that he was able to come and share with us today. Welcome, Stephen.
Thank you, Ms. Cox. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to take a moment to thank faculty and staff for considering me and inviting me here today to speak to you all. So, moving forward, if at any time I seem nervous, kind of like right now, it's because I am. I've never done this before. This is my very first formal speaking engagement. So you got to start somewhere. So off I go. I am from a military family. We moved around a lot in my life. Been in and out of school, a lot of school systems throughout the United States. That entailed a lot of backwards and forwards within the systems. It was very staggering to have to deal with that as a kid, and at times it was depressing. It was when my father finally got out of the military that we stopped moving around so much. Then we moved here to North Carolina, and that is where my family allowed me to drop out of school. That was difficult to deal with because the encouragement to stay in school was lacking in my family. See, my family didn't really put a whole lot of belief in education. They believed that if you just dropped out, no problem, you go and get a job and you get by. So it was later that I found out that wasn't so true. It was much later, after having some low-paying jobs, the only jobs that I can get with no education, that I realized I needed to do something about my problem. I knew I didn't want this kind of life for myself. I knew there was a better life for me somewhere out there, and I really wanted to put my hands on it. The only way I could do that was by finishing my education. I enrolled in a GED program at another college, and well, that didn't turn out as well as I hoped. Then I found out about RCC, and I heard they had a good program. And that was way back when I enrolled in RC's program. The orientation testing center was in a little room with a couple of windows and a computer that was probably an old generation Mac or Apple. During the test, I remember looking out that window distractedly, wondering what my life would become when I completed my GED. Later the next week, I was scheduled to meet the program teacher at Lawsonville Elementary School. I thought to myself, God, how terrible did I do on that placement test? So if they're sending me to an elementary school, how bad did I really screw up? Later, it was explained to me that the class met at the school. What a relief. That was part of the process. Orientation, test, squirm a little, then get down to business. That next week, I met her, and for the life of me, I can't remember what her name is. She was a teacher. She was so nice. I most certainly will never forget how she helped me. I hope she knows what an impact she's made in my life. You see, for me, she and this program gave me hope. The hope to see a better life, that it was out there and it really existed, something tangible. I'm sure many of you graduates experience the same feeling when you worked with your instructors. She never gave up on us. Those of our small group, that is. If we worked hard, she worked with us, often staying late into the evening to help us. She assigned homework, of course, and we had to do the steps just as she had shown us. She gave us a lot of individual attention and saw us through our practice tests and more practice tests until we felt we can do it. Often she would talk to us about what a different life we would have when we completed the program. She would say, "Don't worry, you're going to be okay." She hooked me at that point, and by the end, she had me loving education more than I ever thought possible. I think she was part Jedi, like Yoda. Well, when the big day came for the test, I was so nervous, kind of like I am now. I was crawling out of my skin, but I knew I had my teacher in my corner telling me everything was going to be all right. She said, "Don't worry, you'll pass it, no sweat." And sure enough, I did. To say that I was bursting with excitement is a severe understatement. I felt like a little kid geeked up on sugar to the power of 10. The following year in '95, I participated in a graduation ceremony, cap and gown, the whole 9 yards, much like yourselves. It was a very awesome moment and feeling to have done that with my life on my own. Nobody could take that away from me. And I hope that you graduates are feeling the same way today. Then it was back to work, off to finding new and exciting opportunities. At the time, the job market seemed great. I was able to do more than ever before. Most jobs consisted of working with my hand, mechanical type of jobs, with good companies that required employees to have an education. In turn, these companies gave better wages and something called benefits. That was very strange. So for many years, I worked many jobs. All of this was possible because of my GED diploma. The hard work, the knowledge, the intelligence that I had gained. Then I landed the best job I ever had. I entered the world of heating and air conditioning. Man, that was something new. Different and always exciting to me. I had a really good feeling about it. What triggered that move into the heating and air that I watched a TV show called This Old House and Bob Vila. On the show, there was a segment of the heating and air, and it had me hooked. So I worked for many, many years for the first company that hired me in this profession, Williamson Heating and Air Conditioning. This company gave me a sense of accomplishment with all the rewards that I can ever imagined. This company has always wanted more from their employees. They offered advancement only to employees who took the initiative to go to school. I was making good money, but I wanted to keep moving. I wanted to keep moving forward. Still, I was intimidated because I knew school would be consuming, require a lot of skill, and it might be expensive. I mean, I was trying to go to college. Wow, college. Was I really ready for this? Who knows? So why not give it a try? I want to encourage all of you to do the same. No matter what your fears are, it will be worth it. Couldn't think of a better place to go to college than RCC. I met with a counselor to start the process. I knew this time there would be no elementary school. I took the placement test and needed a little bit more work, as of course years had passed and some things have changed. Then there was a little matter of finances. The counselor put me in touch with the people in the financial aid department. Unfortunately, even though I was living from paycheck to paycheck, like a lot of people, I still made too much money to qualify for grants or loans at the time. I was really getting worried. I felt like the rug was being pulled out from under me. My hopes and plans. Soon, however, things started to look up. I met my second RCC angel, the director of financial aid. She'd all but exhausted every option at that point in time, but encouraged me to check back later. Man, that was a real letdown. After some time passed, not sure how long, a tiny little angel called me, asked if I was available to come down and talk with her. I thought, you don't have to ask me twice. As it turned out, she had been working on things for me all along. She had found the Kimbrough Scholarship that had just become available and was only for Rockingham County residents. That scholarship allowed me to go to college. You really have to love these folks at RCC. They can do anything, it seems like. They helped me twice in my life, and for me that was more than amazing. If that can happen for me, the same can happen for you. You graduates have already made the first step. Now it's time to take the next step in your education. If you want to go further, RCC can and will help you. I took my classes for heating and air conditioning and refrigeration diploma program at night while working during the day full time. It was challenging and rewarding and opened up so much more in my field than I would ever imagined. In May 2002, I graduated on the dean's list. Who would have guessed if I can do it, you can do it. Graduating helped me move up in the ranks in my career, and I eventually made it to service technician. Then through my advancements as a technician, I have achieved several certifications such as my universal CFCs and the nationally recognized NATE certification, which shows mastery and competence in the world of heating and air conditioning. But as the economy changed, layoffs for high-paid technicians became more and more prevalent due to the lack of work nationally. I was laid off on more than one occasion, and if you ever lost a job, I bet you can relate to the way that I felt. It was like I hit rock bottom all over again. But then again, I really didn't, because a beacon of hope was turned on yet again by the very place that helped me make me who I am today. RCC was looking to hire the campus's first ever heating and air technician. It was almost too good to be true. I thought, man, if I can get that job, that would be an awesome full circle in my life. I applied and I got the job. I really think this place is awesome. On October the 15th, I will celebrate my third year at this institution. Rockingham Community College has done so much for my life and for me. I can't thank the people here enough today, because so many of the staff and teachers here have helped me many times in many ways. I hope that one day in the future, I might be able to be an instructor here. I would love to help other students achieve their goals for their lives. And in closing, what you have accomplished here today was not easy, by no means. It might have even taken a long time to get here. But believe me, it was worth it. It was worth every obstacle you had to overcome, every sacrifice you had to make. I hope you will see that this is just the beginning. Now you will have the opportunities to further your education or better your career. Don't be afraid to face more challenges as they come. Keep pushing yourselves. My hope for you all is that one day, that this day will change the lives the way it did for me. And thank you.
And now we're going to present our graduates. The adult high school program is designed to give those individuals who have not completed their high school education an opportunity to earn a high school diploma. This diploma is actually offered in partnership between Rockingham Community College and Rockingham County Schools. Each student completes courses required for a high school graduation as determined by the North Carolina Standard Course of Study. Day classes are held on campus here at RCC. Students earn core credits in classes such as algebra, U.S. history, physical science, and English, as well as electives like psychology, sociology, and financial literacy. It is with great pride and honor that we celebrate these students' achievements. At this time, Dr. Kinlaw, Ms. Rohrbaugh, and Mr. Perkins will present the diplomas to each of the graduates as I read each name. Please hold your congratulatory applause and cheers until the conclusion of the awarding of the diplomas so that all the graduates will hear their names as they are announced. Will the adult high school graduates stand and come forward as your names are called? Madison Paul Carter. Carlos Alberto Ferreris. Jasmine Alicia Harris. Anita Maria Lanzarin. Jenny Marie Orr. Benjamin David Sherrill. Michael Conrad Smith. Daniel Joseph Williamson. And Walter Alexander James Wimple. Congratulations to the 2014-2015 adult high school graduates. It was my honor to work with you, and I'm so proud of you. Now, Ms. Pam Mitchell will recognize the high school equivalency program and graduates.
The high school equivalency tests are designed to measure skills and concepts associated with 4 years of regular high school instruction. The tests are designed using a national sampling of graduating high school seniors who establish the performance standard required for examinees to earn a high school equivalency diploma. During this past program year, the state of North Carolina, along with the rest of the nation, began a new testing series which only allowed students to take the high school equivalency test in a Pearson VUE computer lab. During the next program year, the state of North Carolina has approved 2 additional tests to be administered, which can be given in the computer lab or by a paper and pencil method. These tests will continually be normed so that there will no longer be an end to any high school equivalency testing series as we experienced in 2013. Rockingham Community College is proud to be able to offer all 3 tests during the next program year. Today, it is with great pride and honor that we celebrate the achievements of our high school equivalency graduates. At this time, Dr. Mark Kinlaw and Mrs. Suzanne Robaugh will present the certificates to each of the graduates as I read each name. Please hold your applause and cheers until the conclusion of the awarding of the diplomas so that all graduates will be able to hear their names as they are announced. Will the high school equivalency graduates stand and come forward as your names are called? Hannah Marie Allen. Jacqueline Pascal Durham. Alexandria Marie Hazlip. Robbie Wayne Hicks. Sandra Pretty Hopkins. Monica Danielle Crow. Kelly Elizabeth Matos. Alan Coe McKinney. Wesley Lee Strader. Let's give a round of applause for our graduates.
Do the final? Is it up there? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I would like to congratulate all of our graduates on a job well done. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you the high school equivalency and adult high school class of 2015. Let's give them a big round of applause. Now, if our graduates would please stand. If you would take your tassels and turn them from the right to the left side, this now officially signifies that you are a graduate. Congratulations. I'm also pleased to announce that our college will provide to you one free curriculum course to you for the next semester. For all of you, one free course. And so I hope that you will continue your education here at Rockingham Community College. Thank you very much. And you will get a letter in the mail regarding that as well from me. Now I'd like to ask Dr. Loudermilk to come up and provide our benediction. As you are able, will you stand? To our graduates, may you go forth with a new enthusiasm for learning, and may you go forth to build upon the foundation you have received, to find purpose and to find meaning in your life. Amen.